honestly, I'd say music important to me because like that's how I express myself. Like I have a hard way of talking to people, but I know how to break it down in my own way, and that's only like through music. That's how I really say how I feel. Like I might go through a situation and have no reaction or no emotion towards it. But when I rap it, you will catch on if you was around during the.
I make music because that's my way to express myself. When nobody else is listening, I know they're gonna listen more when it's like, it make you dance like how I'm doing right now. It make you get into it, or sometimes it make you feel it. I feel like doing art could improve your life because that is your voice. And even if you fight, nobody's ever gonna listen to you. In that moment when they're listening to your song, you have all of their attention. So I feel like if you ever feel like you not heard, make a song.
Music is important to me because it started from nothing. It started from walking up to people on the street, asking them, "Can I rap to them for some money?" That's how music started. So, and that's how it became important to me. Music make my life better by letting me I don't know. It's like a drug, kind of like it give me like that dopamine. You know what I mean? Like in your brain, like it release like it's passion when I basically perform. So I don't know, that's what music do for me. It make me happy. The bonds that music has brought me, like the people that I have met along the way, like since I started music, like that's one thing that it brought me, like friendships and all type. So
Relationships.
yeah, relationships definitely, definitely.
When like ailments in the mind are not dealt with, they manifest in the body. And what happens with art is that it gives an individual the space to process, to let like whatever pain or joy they're feeling like live outside of their body. And also it just like it helps soothe the mind too. It's very meditative. Like the art of like the act of creating itself is very meditative. Whether you're writing or making beats or playing an instrument or just like humming or singing, coming up with melodies. Like it all feels like very intuitive and like where you have to be tapped in. You have to be present, you have to be mindful, and all of those are like practices that just help in general in life. But I think art kind of creates a pathway to that. Because if you just tell somebody to sit down and like meditate or go outside, they're not really gonna do that. But especially with young kids today, but if you put them in a studio and say, let's make a song, then all of a sudden all of this is just coming out of them and it doesn't have to live inside of them anymore.
I think art has made my life better in the sense that it gives me a space to just express how I'm feeling without having the filter from the outside world, if that makes sense. But then at the same time, it also helps me to challenge the ways in which my inner world has been encroached upon by the outside world. So it's contradictory in that sense.
Music is important to me because it heals me. Specifically, I mean, music heals me because when I'm at my lowest times, all I gotta do is turn on one of my favorite songs and just vibe to it, listen to it, and like I'm back in balance to where I was before.
I would say that rhythm has given me a lot more structure around my creative process. I feel like for me, it is empowering to be around other artists who are at various stages of their journey. And I feel like it's really motivated me and like opened me up to what I can do, rather than like, focusing on what I don't have or what limitations there are that I have perceived in the past. So, yeah, I would say definitely it has helped my mental health in the sense that I don't feel so stuck, and it feels like there's a practical way to engage with my creativity and not being alone in the process.
Most definitely, because it gives people the confidence builder to put yourself in front of people and express yourself, because that's all music really is. Me even being a part of this program makes me feel like this is just the beginning. Even though I've been in it for years, this is just the beginning. I'm finally kicking them doors down. Like,
I say yes. It has helped me basically expressing the music that I create and putting me in front of an audience to do so, for sure. This program help you, like, if you haven't performed before, it make you feel a little more comfortable. It like to basically not saying practice is perfect, but damn near we be getting it right by the time we perform. It's time to perform for sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I say yeah, it did, because like, for one, it helped me not think about a lot that I be having on my mind. And it's like on top of that, how can I put it? It just kept me focused. Like it kept me focused on one thing. I wasn't all over the place. Yeah, that's really. I was just.
yeah, it's helped me be able to translate my words into art so other people could relate to it.
Yeah, it's helped my mental health a lot. It's helped my mental health incredibly, actually. Being in the program, we were able to create a new song, which has become very special to me. Doing the showcase was a new experience. That was my first time doing a show that was just for music. I'd never done a show like that before. And like I still am a new musician, and so going through this process has instilled in me like more confidence in myself that I can actually do this, that I do have musical talent, which for a very long time I didn't believe because it wasn't nurtured when I was growing up. So, this just gave me space to tend to that. And then also the money was very nice because like a lot of us are in a place where we're struggling financially and not having to, like coming to a place where like, we were being affirmed, we could be ourselves. We didn't have to worry about money or how to get there. It just took away a lot of stresses, actually.
I feel like support and money. A lot of people, especially people of color, it's like this saying: as soon as you turn 18, you on your own. But like your brain's not even developed enough. You're A lot of us are out here by ourselves. We have family and friends around, but a majority of us are figuring it out as we go.
I'm gonna get all deep into it, like for ages, like we haven't as Black people, but I don't want to just say like Black people, like been like kind of like neglected and don't really get like not just health care, but like we be getting put in neighborhoods and situations to where we really can't overcome like what we getting put through. So I feel like that's a problem, and that's a big problem of with health care and all type of stuff, mental health, like all that.
Excitement, happy. It's like an urge, a rush. Like I just be living in the moment. I mean,
Good. I felt really confident because we practiced, and I felt really, really, really good about the performance, bro. Like my energy was there. The jitters that I had were there, but like they weren't at the same time. I felt them, but they weren't present or noticeable. I loved it. I had good crowd engagement. The people who came to support me were actually in my faces supporting me. It was fun. I liked it.
Ooh, I felt nervous as But I would say afterwards, it made me feel a lot better. Because even in the beginning, before I started, I was nervous. But as we were getting up to the point, I'm like, let me get my nerves out. Let me get my nerves out. Listen to the music. We chilling. We have, the snacks and stuff. But I felt really good performing. Like that's one thing that I'm glad I got done with, because not only was I really nervous, like I really felt like I was gonna mess up Bionic. I felt like I was gonna fuck up. And like me doing that and me getting my nerves out, it made me feel a lot better, not only as a person, but also as a performer. Because that's one thing like I said, I've never really done before, is like performing in front of a lot of people besides being at a church choir. That's totally different. But, it's now that I'm older and now that, I've, come to a lot of realizations in life, like that was a big step for me and it felt really good. Like I cannot express that enough. That felt so good. And that's one thing, like I'll tell you right now, Bionic, I felt amazing after that. Like I was nervous for no reason. For no reason, y'all.
Honestly, I wouldn't change nothing. I enjoyed myself. I had fun.